This is the book that I'll be reviewing today and giving my opinions and suggestions on, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, let's see if this book has sold. It was published on July 27th, 2022, so it's a very new book. And looking at the BSR rank, it's currently at 54,405, which is incredible. It's ranked 138 in children's daily activity fiction books. So that's pretty cool. And looking at this graph here, this is an extension. It has been selling frequently and consistently. So congratulations to you. So before I get into what I would recommend changing about this book, is that you are making sales. You have 5 stars right now, 8 different reviews. So honestly, I probably wouldn't change anything since this is going so well, but I will give you my opinions anyways and things that you maybe could do differently if you create another book to get even more sales. So starting with the title, My Daily Mindset Mantra, Motivational Phrases to Help Create Positive Association for Young Boys. So I think you actually have a great title. There aren't really any repetitive words in there, and it gives an idea of what the book is about. So I have no complaints at all about your title. I do want to suggest one thing. It says for young boys, and I just want to address this now before I forget about it. And it also says in your description to support young boys. So this book is focused towards boys, and on the cover you have all boys. But if I look at your reviews down here, if I'm reading them, this person said that they bought it for their daughter and loved it. They absolutely love this book is what they wrote right here. So I think there's a whole target market that you might be missing. This book is for young boys, but somebody who bought it for their daughter commented that they bought it, gave you 5 stars. So I think that some people might not be clicking on this because they see that it's for boys where their daughters could actually benefit from it as well. So I'm not sure if you want to adjust your target market for this book or just create a whole second book targeting a market for young girls or even adults. It seems like you had some reviews where adults were even reading this content as well. So there may be this another whole market or wide range of people that you're missing out on sales from just because of how your title is. Now, you probably did this to niche down, and I totally understand, but just keep that in mind. You could always just create a series of books and have like a whole collection. So that's just an idea. So now let me just move on to your price. This is in pounds, I believe. So I'm not sure what the US translation is, but I think the price looks fine. It looks like you do have the Kindle edition version right now where it's free, and that's like a promotion that Kindle runs. So I think that's good. I think your pricing is right on target, especially for a book like this. Now, looking at your description, I know that Amazon put this part in. Reading your description, I'm not going to read it all out loud, but I think it's really good. It is well written and it's eye-catching. The only comment I have is this part right here, the warm glow of success. It kind of confused me. I'm not really sure where it fits in. I'm not sure if that is an example of one of your pages or something like that, but that could just be how I'm reading it. Other than that, I think you have a great description, which is probably part of the reason why your book is selling so well. So, and then looking at your author name, you just have your name, which is perfectly fine for a book like this. Looking at your cover, I like how you did the My Daily Mindset Mantra, but for your author name, it doesn't look very centered. So personally, I think I'd want to have that centered in the middle, and it just looks, it's more to the right. It could just be how my computer is displaying it, but that's what I'm looking at. My other comment would be that some of these people don't seem very like to scale. So looking at this one down here, this boy is coloring pages and this little boy standing behind. It just doesn't really look proportional. So I would maybe change that a bit. Same with this one over here. I know the purpose is that the books are supposed to be bigger, but it just looks a little bit off-putting to me. However, I think overall your cover is good. And again, you are making sales. So I probably wouldn't change anything from this book at this point because you are very successful. I'm just nitpicking in case you decide to create another book. So scrolling down, I do love your color theme. I think it's very positive, uplifting. I believe yellow is known to be like a positive color or something like that. And then looking at your back, you have a picture of you, which is beautiful, by the way. And then you have a description, which I didn't read all of it, but you seem like an amazing person and you seem to have such a kind heart. So that is amazing. Kudos to you. And then for the back of your book, you have a great sort of summary about it. So I think that's awesome. And let me just scroll down again to the categories. So I'm not sure if you selected these categories or if Amazon did, but it seems like your categories are right. I'm not sure if this counts as an activity book, but it probably does since you are actually doing something with it. And then for self-help, that makes sense. So I think overall that is good. Now moving on to your keywords, I only looked up 2 of your keywords just to save some time here because you can do this for all of them. And you did tell me that you validated your niche using other search tools and BookBolt, so I'm sure you did all of the research you needed to. But looking at your first keyword, self-esteem journal bedtime story, score 45, that's great. 127 results, awesome. BSR 190,000, awesome. And there's individually published on the first page. So awesome keyword. Moving on to this one, self-help daily routine. Store of 5, 10,000 results. BSR 1,000,000. Individually published 9. So this isn't as great of a score, but I'm sure that you probably combine this with other words. So this definitely wouldn't be like a keyword I would make a book off of, but I understand why you included it, and I'm sure combined with other words you have, it probably niched it down more. And now this keyword I added myself. I didn't see you have this listed here, but it fits your book. So self-esteem journal for kids has a score of 60,000 results, 223,000 BSR, 13 published on the first page. So this is awesome, and 1,000 results or less. So I'm sure that throughout your back end that you probably have these words in there and this keyword is in there somewhere. But if you don't, then I would recommend adding this in because it does have a great niche score and it can probably help your book get seen even more. So overall, I think you did a wonderful job. Obviously, your book is making tons of sales. Your BSR rank is at like 54,000, and you just published this year in July. So amazing job. Congratulations. Again, I am just trying to give you some suggestions and opinions if you make another book or just to make it better. But honestly, I probably wouldn't change anything with this because you are making sales. You have 5-star reviews. People are loving it. So great job. And if anybody watching this wants to have their own book reviewed, please fill out the form in the description below and answer all the questions that I have. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted to the form, and especially to the one that I reviewed today, Maria Lal. I apologize if I said your name wrong. The last tip I actually forgot to mention was I clicked on your author name and I did not see an author central page. I'm not sure what country you're in. I feel like the back of your book said Nigeria, maybe. I apologize if I have the wrong country, but if you can, I recommend creating an author central page. I think it just gives a more personal feel, and if you create a series, then people can see all of the other books that you created within your author central page. So again, awesome job. Congratulations on having a book that is selling very well and even just getting a book out there. So I really hope that you continue to see sales and do very well with KDP. So thank you so much for everyone for watching and listening. I hope you have a great day.